Hi, welcome back to my channel Optimistic Astro. I am Shivali Saxena, astro psychologist. So today I will be talking about moon in every house. First we're going to start with first house. So what we understand with the first house? First house is in the chart is a rising of our chart, ascendant. So it's just like sun is rising from the east. So it's the first thing in our life. The first thing in our life is our baby stage, where we are born, where we develop our personality and the way we carry ourselves in this world. So if moon is placed there, so what type of life we experience? We also need to understand that the birth chart is just a snapshot. It doesn't tell everything about our personality. If we feel really I want to understand our personality, we need to read whole of the chart. We cannot focus on the first house only. But though today I will be talking about only first house. So if please continue with the series so you can understand how the personality is developed by each house. So the first house is about our personality. The first thing, the first words, it's just like a first words we speak in our baby stage. The way we have been taken care. So the way we have taken care of, it gives us a set of thinking, a set of pattern, set of belief. So if the moon is there, then it's all about emotion. The sensitivity of that moon comes into that person's life. More importantly, that person is at very early stage, they start acting like a mother to everyone. They like their mother, they understand their mother a lot, their biological mother. They understand the biological mother very well, and they start picking up those traits from their mother. Even the physical characteristic of that person will be like his or her mother. So they start taking care of everyone in the family, and how the mother reacts, the person starts reacting. So it gives a nature of a little bit of a sensitivity, empath. I would like to say a word empath, because that person really understand other people very well. They have natural intuition, and they can really take care of others. Though the responsibilities come at very early age, so that makes them mature enough to take decisions for other and for themselves. And that's not a problem if they have been matured in the very early stage, but that in the later stage, it can cause them a little bit of mental health issues, because growing up at a very early stage can cause them mental health issue. But as I said, we have to see the whole chart to come to any conclusion, because just looking at the first house, it will not tell everything about the personality. We have to go around and see all the houses, all the 12 houses, to understand. If moon is close to ascendant, the first line, it's a rising of the chart. So it makes a person more complicated. It is more sensitive, and fluctuation of mind, being a very very possessive as a caretaker. uh, he or she just wants to dominate each and every person in their life, to just because their intentions are not bad, they don't have a negative aspect to it, but too much of anything or excess of anything is injurious to the health. So when the moon is close to the ascendant, it gives more of the sensitivity, and it causes the person to just to be very very responsible for the for others behavior. That makes that very complicated for the persons who's having moon in the first house. So what else, if the moon is placed in the first house, it gives us imagination. If the person is born imaginative, they have a love for art, they like to add everything, everything, every flavor to everything. Their imagination is so strong. They can be artists. If moon is it also depends on which sign the ascendant is. If it is Aries, then it gives a protective strength to the chart. If it is Taurus, then they are more caring and more understanding about the people around them. If it is Gemini, it's a more of a talkative, more of a mental. They are more intellectual. So when moon is in the Gemini, they like to spread their intelligence. Like I said in the before the starting, in the starting only, that we have to understand the whole chart. So if I take up the sign also, the moon in the which it is placed, it will become more complicated. So we'll take one by one. We'll get back to the topic that about the moon in the first house. So what else? It becomes very touchy. Though they are sensitive to other people emotions, but that also make them very touchy. They can't take the criticism at all. They are soft, so soft. The touch me not people. So it becomes very hard for them. But definitely they start taking care of their biological mother at a very early age, and they start being mother to their own mother. Moon often represents mother, but mother can be your biological mother or your biological father. We can have a separate video where I can discuss about the moon representing as both mother and father. So please do comment in the comment box if you want this video, so I can make this another video. So if we go around about the moon, the early stage that stress is built to be perfect, to be responsible. So in the later stage, that person can feel deprived of love, because when you are matured at very very early stage, it makes you very in the later stage you start feeling that, see, I have been taking care of people so long. It has been a long journey, so now I am tired of doing that. So it can become very tricky for that person who has been mother at very early stage, because as we had this tradition of giving birth to a child at very early age, and we doctors always said that giving birth to at very early stage, it causes a lot of physical problem. It same goes with the moon in the first house. So the person becomes mother at very early stage, and he or she starts taking care of their own biological mother. So at the later stage they feel very tired of responsibilities, of taking care everyone around them, of understanding them without the expectations. So it is quite draining. So in that case, they can come up with a more playful activities for themselves. They can at a later stage, when they understand their nature, they can distribute their responsibilities, and they can bring more playfulness by being a child again, so that they can act like a child. They can stay in that child zone for some time, so that they can feel relaxed, they don't feel depressed, or they don't feel tired. But no amount how much you tell that person that don't act like a mother, or don't care, we can take care of ourselves, they have this nature that their way of showing love is by caring around everyone, by being empath. You can't take that impact out of them. So it is very difficult to just tell them relax, you don't need to take this stress. So they can't take it. But they are a very good empath, that provides them a very good career scope of being a nurse, of being a caretaker, of being a counselor, of being a empath, of being a healer. So when they see the problems are all around them, so they are the ones who come up first and help people to come up with their own problems. So they have the best solution for those problems. They can guide, they can understand, they have that special emotional intelligence to understand those feelings which other person is not able to make it out. Most of the people are confused, where's the problem, they don't want to understand. But as that person has the moon in the first house, the empath, the intelligence, the imagination, they can see through that other person so well, and they can make that other person understand, see, this is the problem. Like we always go to our mother for that comfort, for that chit chat, and for to understand ourselves, and we tell, oh, see mummy, we have a problem. So she has us all the solution of this earth. So it goes with that same thing with that person who has moon in the first house. You go to that person and they have all the solution to your problem. They have the most logical answers to your problem. If the moon is placed in the Gemini, because it's all about the intellectual, they have a very logical thinking. So the moment you go to them, they have the logical answer to your problem. It doesn't mean that if moon is placed in the Capricorn, so they don't have the logical thinking, but they have the different thinking, and but still they have that caring nature. So you can't separate that care from them, no amount how hard you try. So but they definitely they need to learn to be more playful in their life. They have to understand that being playful is easy. They are the best cook. They will cook best food of this world. They will dress like their own biological mother. If it's a male, they somehow that trait is there of their biological mother. They will act like in that way. If the biological mother is somehow where it's somehow has a negative feelings about herself, they will learn those negative feelings as well. So they have to be careful with when they are in the latest stage and they are more understanding. They have to understand that they have to let go that biological mother trait if it is negative. If it is positive, then they can continue with those traits. So this is the moon in the first house. In next video I will be talking about the moon in the second house. It's about the second house is about the materialistic world. So till then please comment in the comment box and let me know about this video. I will be very happy to read about the comments, and it is a very good way of giving feedback to me to understand and to bring more insight about the birth chart. Astrology is about reading a person, about knowing yourself more than knowing anyone else in the world. So till then, see you, bye bye, and take care.